Well, let's continue on with part 2 of the crashed E-Flite Cirrus autopsy. We'll just keep digging into this thing and just checking out the amazing construction. I think this is really truly a hobby grade plane with all the replacement parts. I mean, shoot, the plastic pieces alone was like, I don't know, between the two sets was like 60 pieces and 40 screws. I mean, there's a bunch. All the control surfaces are hinged, and this thing is just truly cool, especially with the dome light. What really blows my mind though is how there's no coating on these wires. In the first part 1 video, we really checked those out, and it blows my mind that when they're touching, it's not shorting things out. Let's get on with part 2. The overall damage for the wings is the joiner tube, which is the fiberglass. It was shattered. It took a lot of effort for me to get this thing out because it was, change shape. The wings, they could be fixed. Anything could be fixed, but the more weight you add to it, the harder it is to fly. Trust me, I know. We tried to do that with the extra 300 that I got that got ran over by a forklift. We fixed those wings. We had a lot of fun doing it. We put them in hot water. We did all kinds of stuff, and we got them pretty much straight. And then I tried to fly it, and it flew like a brick. Because we had so much hot glue and barbecues, shish kebabs, and all that stuff in it. And so, this wing, that could be glued back. It could. And then the end, I think it's supposed to have this little, so could be fixed. At least it's got good servos in it. This one here, it's crunched a whole lot more. I mean, it's got a good break right here, almost all the way through it. Plus, it's got all kinds of damage right there. You can see the spar inside of it, or the strengthening thing. It's flat. I think it's fiberglass, and then this one's a hollow tube that's all molded in there. But let's look at these wires. Let's talk about these lights for a minute. Why in the world is there no coating on these things? All right, so I got my meter out, and I got a servo lead here. I stripped the ends on it. We're gonna see what's going on here. Like that and like that, and then let's get this guy set on the ohms. We touch them together. Then it goes all zeros, meaning that we've got continuity. It becomes a single wire. Then we get the triple zeros. So if we take this red one here and I hold it right there, and we're on the red wire, if I go over here and touch it to the red wire, look at that, it's got continuity. I'm having a hard time holding it. How about that? All right, I stripped the red wire a little bit longer so I can get it around my high-tech instrument here, so we can get a better connection, and I don't have to worry about holding it. All right, so there's that one. We're on the red wire. It says open line right now. Right here's the red one. Now I got good connection. Well, I thought I did. We're on the red one, right? That's the red one. What happened? Break the wire? Still not very good. Wow. So, I mean, I guess the voltage is so dang low that if they touch, it doesn't matter or something. I want to put power to this now and then try to touch them all and see if the light stays on. All right, so I don't want to burn my battery up, so I'm going to put this this cheap servo driver in line here. If I can see which way it goes. So it says that way. And then we need to put some power to it. I think that's right. I think so. Nope, I had it wrong. All right, so we got power to it, and we're gonna plug up the lights. All right, the lights are on. Ooh-ah. Now I'm gonna touch these 3 bare wires together, and how about that, guys? Let me get you closed up in there. So we know we had, I don't know if it was perfect continuity, but we know we had continuity. So here's 3 bare wires. Our lights are on. And they're all touching. And the lights aren't even flickering. So, you guys, there's somebody watching this that knows exactly what's going on, and I would like to know. And if that's the case, are they going to start doing this to the servos? Let's look at the fuselage. Now this thing, it hit pretty hard. It doesn't really look like it until you get a little closer and you see that all that came out. You can kind of see how it's constructed. It's really cool. So this thing actually, you know, this plastic, I don't know, manifold, wherever, it's actually glued into the fuselage, and these spars that go to the other side, they're all glued together. So they kind of sandwich the whole fuselage together. That came out on this side, plus the landing gear is bent. I guess this plastic piece would be one of the pieces in that kit if you bought all the plastic pieces. Let's look at the replacement parts real quick. So at first I thought about getting all the replacement parts and we'll try to build it, and we might still do that. So look at all the hardware set. So, you know, we would need a hardware set to put our plane back together. Look at this. Look at all that, all those screws and all those, just all that stuff is in this plane. Man, my extra 300 has like, I don't know, 10 screws. I mean, look at all that stuff. Look at all that stuff. And what else boggled my mind? We would need the wing tube. That's shattered. Probably need the motor mount, you know, prop adapter. Now look at the plastic pieces. I'm like, we're going to need the plastic pieces. Look at all the plastic pieces, guys. Plastic part set for the SR-22T. And the other plastic part set right here. Huh. Man, there's a ton of plastic parts, details. And look at the landing gear. Look at all the stuff in the landing gear. There is a lot to this plane. This is a true hobby grade plane. You know, part of the hobby is working on them and stuff. And look at all the stuff you can do with it. Man, I wonder what that. Oh, that's the steering rod right there for the front wheel on the left. Man, there's a lot to it. A lot to it. The top Hellcats is $30. I can sell that on eBay. What else is on here real quick? What else is on here real quickie? Fuselage, $70. I mean, this thing was left in the trash complete. I mean, it has the 60 amp avian smart speed control in it. The 637 TA is in there. Was there a second page? No parts? No, just the one. Landing gear's bent. The tires look new. I would like to say that this thing wasn't flown all that much, but then the day I found it, some of the screws were rusted. And I don't think they would have rusted that quick. And they were rusted where I was trying to take apart the wing. And then I could tell that they weren't the screws that came with it. Like right down here at the bottom. Those are not the Horizon Hobby E-Flite screws. I mean, they're just not. That didn't help you. So, it's been worked on or something. But it's a pretty big plane. I didn't realize how big it was. And I guess this opens up right here. Maybe there's a screw in it. Oh, there we go. That's to get to the servos in there. It's got a really cool, like how this thing is set up is pretty neat. There's a lot of thought that went into this. This thing is really cool and it's really hobby grade. Look how the rudder servo has one rod going up to the steering wheel and one going back to the rudder. And then there's the elevator one. And it's mounted on, it's like some really hard plastic right there. So we got the landing gear. I don't know what you want to call them. The main pieces, they came out. Like it just flew out again. Pilot, he's a little loose in there. It looks like the air tractor pilot. And I'll show you under the hatch here. Left all that in there. 60 amp smart speed control. The 637 TA. The Velcro for the battery looks, maybe this was the first flight and they just happened to find some screws to do the job, because the Velcro looks new. Yeah, I mean it looks like it's been sitting around for a while because it's kind of faded. No, there's might be some touch-up paint right there, but it just looks in really good condition. And this thing is built cool. Like, all the magnets right here are really, there's 4 of them. The battery tray is nice. The servo extensions, all the lights, the way the linkage rods are. I just think this thing is built really cool. This is definitely hobby grade. And really, really neat. There's something else in here that's got me thrown off. Maybe you guys know. What are these red things? What are those red things in there? Oh, it's part of the plane. Maybe, I bet when he was out there picking his pieces up, or she was, they threw them inside. So here's a voltage regulator for the lights. The speed control's loose. I'd have to dig around some more and figure out how it was mounted. Must be mounted in front here. Let's get the prop off. Actually, we can open the hood up like that. So this cowling. Look at these pins here, how it slides in and locks. And then the magnets. I mean, this thing is really cool. It's built really neat. It's got a looks like the same motor as the Timber X. And here's another big part that I don't think it could be rebuilt. I mean, it could be, but you're going to have to put a lot of work into it, a lot of weight. But the whole front motor mount is busted. It's kind of separate from maybe this bottom cowl comes off. or did, you know, when it was being made or something, the bottom part of the cowl gets pushed up on there and glued in place or something. I wonder what that motor is.